Fluency in English is something many people dream of. Imagine speaking smoothly without stopping or feeling nervous. But for many, this journey is difficult. Have you ever felt stuck, afraid of making mistakes? You are not alone. I felt the same way. I remember when I was learning English. I was shy and scared to speak. One day, my teacher told me, "You can be fluent if you practice every day." That one sentence changed my life. I realized fluency is not a special gift, it is a goal. And to reach any goal, you need effort and practice. In this video, I will share the best ways to improve your English fluency. You will learn simple ways to practice English every day, how to change your thinking to feel more confident, fun methods to make learning easy and enjoyable. Speaking English fluently is possible for you. You just need the right mindset and daily practice. Are you ready to start this journey? Let's begin. Section 1. The right mindset for fluency. Fluency is a goal, not a gift. Fluency in English is not a gift. It is something you can achieve with time and practice. Many people believe that speaking English well is only for some special people, but that is not true. Learning English is like growing a tree. You start with a small seed. Every day, you give it water and sunlight. After some time, it becomes a big, strong tree. The same is true for fluency. If you practice every day, even just a little, you will improve. The secret is not being born with talent. The secret is practicing again and again. Overcoming fear of mistakes. One big problem for learners is fear of making mistakes. Many people feel shy or nervous when they speak English because they think others will laugh at them. But mistakes are not bad. Mistakes help you learn. I had a student named Ben. He always wanted to speak, but he was too afraid. One day I told him, "Don't worry about mistakes. Just try." At first he was shy, but he spoke a little each day. After some time, he saw that nobody laughed at him. Instead, people were happy he was trying. His confidence grew, and he became more fluent. Mistakes are not something to fear. They are part of learning. Thinking in English. Another reason people struggle is that they translate in their heads. They think in their own language first, then try to change their thoughts into English. This makes speaking slow and difficult. If you want to speak fluently, you need to think in English. Start with small, simple thoughts. For example, when you wake up, say to yourself, "I am getting out of bed." When you eat, think, "I am having breakfast." When you go outside, say, "It is a sunny day." Doing this every day will help your brain get used to English. Talking to yourself is also a great way to practice. You do not need another person to improve your speaking. Imagine you are talking to a friend. Try to describe your day or tell a short story. Even if you do not say the words out loud, thinking in English will help you speak more easily. I had a student named Sarah. She always translated before speaking, which made her slow and nervous. I told her, "Try thinking in English even for small things." She started doing this every day. At first it was difficult, but after some time, she did not need to translate anymore. She could speak more easily and faster. Thinking in English is one of the best ways to become fluent. Fluency does not mean speaking perfectly. It means speaking with confidence. If you make a mistake, do not stop. Keep going. If you forget a word, explain it in another way. The most important thing is to practice every day. Section 2. Daily Practice Techniques. Speaking English fluently is not about talent. It is about practice. The more you use English, the better you get. The key is to practice every day, even for a few minutes. There are many simple ways to improve your English skills daily, and they do not have to be boring. Learning can be fun and easy if you use the right methods. Listen, listen, listen. One of the best ways to become fluent is listening. The more you listen, the more natural English sounds to you. When you were a child, you learned your first language by listening before you started speaking. You can do the same with English. Listen to English songs, stories, and conversations. Even if you do not understand everything, your brain is learning. I had a student named Jack. He loved music, so he started listening to English songs every day. He sang along with the lyrics, and soon he was speaking more fluently. Reading for fluency. Reading is another great way to improve your fluency. When you read, you learn new words and see how sentences are made. Do not stop if you do not understand every word. Just keep going. Choose simple books, news articles, or blogs that interest you. Over time, your reading skills will get better, and you will start using new words naturally in conversation. Speak every day, even if you're alone. Speaking every day is very important. Speaking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Some people say, "I have no one to talk to," but you can practice alone. Try recording yourself speaking English. Listen to your voice and see where you can improve. Another great way is practicing in front of a mirror. This helps you feel more confident and comfortable. I had a student named Lily who was very shy. She started talking to herself in the mirror every morning. At first, she felt strange, but soon, she became more confident and started speaking with others. Find a speaking buddy. If you can, find a speaking buddy. A friend or family member who is also learning English can help you practice. When two people practice together, they help each other improve. I had two students, Anna and Tom, who decided to only speak English with each other. At first, they made many mistakes, but they kept going. After a few months, both of them became much more fluent. Having someone to practice with makes learning easier and more fun. Fluency is built with daily practice. Listen, read, speak English. Find ways to enjoy learning and repeat what you learn. The more you practice, the easier speaking English becomes. Keep going, and soon, fluency will come naturally. Section 3. Using English in real life. The best way to become fluent in English is to use it in real life. Learning from books and lessons is good, but real practice happens outside the classroom. If you use English in your daily life, you will improve quickly. Many people wait until they feel ready to speak, but the truth is, the more you use English, the more natural it becomes. Use English in daily situations. One great way to practice is by speaking English in daily situations. You do not need to be in an English-speaking country to do this. Try using English when you go to a shop, talk to friends, or order food at a restaurant. If you practice in real situations, you will feel more comfortable and confident. I had a student named Tom who worked at a small store. He decided to speak only English with his customers. At first, he found it difficult, but after a few weeks, he became more fluent. Real-life practice helped him improve much faster than just studying alone. Make learning fun. Making learning fun is important. Watching movies and trying to repeat sentences can help. When you hear a phrase in a movie, pause and try saying it yourself. This will help you learn the rhythm and tone of natural English. Another great way is to write short stories or keep an English journal. Writing helps you remember words and understand how to build sentences. Some of my students join English clubs or online groups to practice speaking with others. They meet new people, share ideas, and learn together. Repetition builds fluency. Repetition is key to learning. The more you repeat a word or sentence, the more natural it becomes. A student of mine, Lily, learned new words by repeating them again and again. She would say them while walking, eating, and even before sleeping. Soon, she started using those words in conversations without thinking. Repeating words and sentences helps your brain remember them, making speaking easier. Fluency comes from using English often. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Use English in real situations, make learning fun, repeat words often. These small steps will help you improve every day. Remember, English is not just a subject, it is a tool for communication. Keep using it, enjoy the process, and fluency will come naturally. Section 4. Mastering communication skills. Fluency is about clarity, not speed. Many people think that speaking fast means they are fluent, but that is not true. The most important thing is to speak clearly so others can understand you. If you speak too fast, people may not follow what you are saying, and you may also make more mistakes. Instead of trying to speak quickly, focus on speaking slowly and clearly. This will help you feel more confident and give you time to think about your words. I had a student named Jake who always spoke very fast. He thought that fast speaking made him sound fluent. But when he talked, people often did not understand him. I told him, slow down. Focus on clear words, not speed. He started speaking more slowly and using simple words. Soon, people could understand him better, and he felt more confident. A good way to practice clear speaking is to record yourself. Listen to your voice and check if your words sound clear. You can also try reading aloud every day. Fluency is not a race. It is about making yourself understood. When you focus on clear speech, your confidence will grow, and your fluency will improve over time. Learn to describe things, even when you don't know the exact word. Sometimes when speaking English, you may forget a word or not know the right one. This happens to everyone, even native speakers. Instead of stopping, you should try to explain the meaning in another way. This is an important skill that will help you become more fluent and confident. For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say, "It is something you use when it rains to keep you dry." If you do not remember the word fridge, you can say, "It is the machine that keeps food cold." This way, people will still understand what you mean. I had a student named Sarah who would stop talking when she forgot a word. She was afraid of making mistakes. I told her, "Just keep talking. Try to explain it in another way." She started practicing, and soon, she was able to keep conversations going even when she did not know every word. One way to practice this skill is to describe things around you. Look at objects in your home and try to explain them in English. You can also play a game with a friend where you describe something and they guess what it is. The more you practice, the better you will get at finding ways to explain things without stopping. Practice speaking in front of a mirror. Speaking in front of a mirror is a great way to improve your confidence and make your speech more natural. Many people feel nervous when speaking English, especially in front of others. By practicing in front of a mirror, you can see your face, mouth, and body language while you speak. This will help you become more comfortable with your expressions and voice. I had a student named Tom who was very shy. He wanted to speak English but felt too nervous in class. I told him, stand in front of a mirror and practice speaking. At first he felt strange, but after a few days, he started to feel more confident. He could see his own expressions, correct his mistakes, and improve his speaking style. A simple way to practice is to talk about your day while looking in the mirror. Say, today I went to the store. I bought some apples and bread. The weather was nice. You can also practice new words and sentences. This will help you feel more comfortable when speaking with real people. The more you practice in front of a mirror, the more confident you will become. Over time, speaking English will feel more natural and easy. So, stand in front of a mirror, start talking, and watch your fluency grow. Section 5. Building long-term fluency. Set small goals. Becoming fluent in English takes time, so it is important to set small goals. Many learners say, I want to be fluent, but this is too big and can feel impossible. Instead, break it into smaller, clear goals. This will help you stay motivated and track your progress. For example, you can set a goal like, I will learn 5 new words this week. Another goal could be, I will practice speaking for 10 minutes every day. These small goals are easy to reach and give you a sense of achievement. When you complete one, you will feel proud and ready for the next step. I had a student named Emily who wanted to speak English fluently, but she felt frustrated because fluency takes time. I told her to start small. She decided to learn one new phrase every day and practice speaking for 5 minutes before bed. After 1 month, she knew many new words and felt more confident speaking. Fluency does not happen overnight. It is built step by step. By setting small goals, you make learning easier and more fun. Every small success brings you closer to fluency. Be patient with yourself. Many learners feel frustrated because they want to speak fluently fast. But fluency is like growing a tree. It takes time. If you try to rush, you may feel stressed and want to give up. The key is to be patient and understand that every step is progress. I had a student named Daniel who worked very hard to learn English. After a few weeks, he felt upset because he was still making mistakes. He wanted to improve faster. I told him, fluency takes time. You are improving, even if you do not see it. He kept practicing, and after a few months, he realized how much better he had become. A good way to stay patient is to focus on small improvements. Maybe today, you understood a new word. Maybe yesterday, you had a short conversation in English. These small wins show that you are moving forward. Learning a language is a journey, not a race. Some days will be easy and some will be hard, but if you keep going, you will improve. Trust the process, and do not compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own speed. Stay patient, enjoy the journey, and fluency will come. Observe fluent speakers. One of the best ways to learn English is to watch and listen to people who speak fluently. When you observe fluent speakers, you can learn how they use words, how they move their mouths, and how they express ideas. This will help you understand how English sounds in real life. For example, watch videos of native speakers or people who speak English well. Pay attention to how they pause, how they stress words, and how they express emotions. Try to copy their way of speaking. This will help you sound more natural. I had a student named Jake who wanted to speak more smoothly. I told him, find a speaker you like and copy them. He started watching English talks every day and repeated what he heard. After a few months, he sounded more natural and confident. Another good idea is to speak with fluent people if you can. Listen to them and ask questions. If you do not understand a word, pay attention to how they explain it. Observing fluent speakers helps you learn new words, correct pronunciation, and speak with more confidence. Keep a learning journal. A learning journal is a great way to track your progress and stay motivated. Writing about what you learn helps you remember new words and phrases. It also helps you see your improvement over time. Start by writing a few sentences every day. You can write about what you did, what you learned, or how you feel about your English. For example, you can write, "Today, I learned 5 new words about food. I practiced saying them out loud." Writing in English every day helps your brain think in English. I had a student named Lisa who wanted to improve her writing and speaking. She started keeping a journal. At first, she wrote only 1 sentence a day. After a few weeks, she could write longer sentences. After a few months, she felt more comfortable speaking because writing helped her organize her thoughts. You can also write down new words and practice using them in sentences. This helps you remember vocabulary better. If you read your old journal pages, you will see how much your English has improved. Keeping a learning journal is a simple but powerful tool. It keeps you focused, helps you remember new things, and makes learning English a daily habit. Start today, and you will be surprised by how much you grow. Section 6. Fun and creative learning strategies. Learn through songs and movies. One of the best ways to learn English is through songs and movies. When you enjoy something, learning feels easy. Listening to English songs helps you hear natural pronunciation, learn new words, and understand sentence structure. Movies help you see how people use words in real conversations. Both of these methods make learning fun and interesting. If you are listening to a song, start with the lyrics. Read them while you listen. Try to sing along and focus on how the words sound. Singing helps you improve pronunciation and remember words better. My student, Anna, loved listening to English music. She started singing every day, and after a few months, her fluency improved. Watching movies is also a great way to learn. At first, you can use subtitles to understand the words. Then, try watching without them. Pay attention to how actors express emotions, pause between sentences, and use common phrases. My student Mark started watching one English movie every week. He repeated sentences out loud and copied the way actors spoke. Over time, he became more confident and natural in English conversations. Using songs and movies makes learning fun, and the more you enjoy learning, the faster you improve. Record yourself speaking. Speaking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. One great way to improve is to record yourself speaking. Many learners do not notice their mistakes until they hear themselves. When you record yourself, you can listen and find ways to improve pronunciation, grammar, and confidence. Start with simple sentences. Talk about your day, your plans, or a short story. After recording, listen carefully. Ask yourself, did I speak clearly? Did I pause at the right places? Do I sound natural? You can also compare your recording to a native speaker and try to match their pronunciation and rhythm. I had a student named Tom who was very shy. He did not like speaking in front of people, so I told him to record himself every day. At first, he felt awkward, but after a few weeks, he noticed that his pronunciation had improved. He also became more confident. Recording yourself is a simple but powerful tool. It helps you track your progress and see how much you improve over time. The more you do it, the more natural your English will sound. So, take your phone, press record, and start speaking today. Write stories and speak about your interests. Learning English becomes easier when you talk about things you love. When you speak about your interests, words come more naturally. One great way to practice is by writing short stories or talking about your favorite topics. This helps you use new words, organize thoughts, and build confidence. Start by writing simple daily stories. It can be about your day, a childhood memory, or a dream you had. Do not worry about grammar mistakes, just focus on expressing yourself. Writing helps you remember words better and think in English. Speaking about your interests is also very helpful. If you love sports, movies, or cooking, talk about them. I had a student, Lily, who loved animals. She started describing her pets in English. Soon, she found it easy to talk about them without translating in her head. Another fun way is to pretend you are giving a speech about something you enjoy. Stand in front of a mirror and explain why you love it. The more you practice speaking about your interests, the easier it becomes to talk about anything in English. Teach others what you learn. One of the fastest ways to become fluent is by teaching others. When you explain something, you understand it better. Teaching also makes you remember words and grammar more easily. Even if you are still learning, you can help someone who knows less than you. Start by sharing what you learn with a friend, a family member, or even online. For example, if you learn 5 new words, teach them to someone else. Try using the words in different sentences and explain their meanings. Teaching makes you think about English more deeply and helps you build confidence. I had a student named Ben. He was not fluent yet, but he started helping his younger sister with English. Every day, he taught her a few words and simple sentences. After some time, he noticed that his own fluency improved because he was using English more often. You can also teach by writing blog posts, making short videos, or joining a study group. The more you share your knowledge, the better you remember it. Teaching is not only helpful for others, but it is also a great way to improve your own English skills. Conclusion: fluency in English does not happen overnight, but with consistent practice and the right methods, you can improve faster than you think. In this video, We explored fun and creative ways to make learning English easy, enjoyable, and effective. The key takeaway is that learning should be fun. When you enjoy the process, you stay motivated and improve naturally. One great method is learning through songs and movies. Listening to music helps you train your ears, improve pronunciation, and remember words easily. If you love a song, read the lyrics, sing along, and focus on how words are pronounced. The same goes for movies. Watch with subtitles at first, then without them, and try repeating sentences like the actors do. This makes you more familiar with natural speech patterns. For example, if you watch an English comedy, pay attention to how people express emotions, and try copying their tone and rhythm. Another powerful technique is recording yourself speaking. Many learners do not realize how they sound until they hear their own voice. By recording, you can identify weak points, check pronunciation, and track progress. A simple way to practice is by recording a short diary entry every day. You could say, "Today I went to the store and bought some apples. The weather was nice." After a few weeks, listen again and notice your improvement. The more you hear yourself, the more confident you become. Speaking about things you love is also a great way to become fluent. When you talk about topics that interest you, words come more naturally. If you love sports, describe a recent game. If you enjoy cooking, explain how to make your favorite dish. Writing short stories or keeping an English journal is also helpful. When you write, you organize your thoughts, making it easier to speak fluently later. For example, if you write about a trip you took, later, when talking to someone, you will find the words easier to recall. One of the most effective ways to learn is by teaching others. When you explain something, you understand it better. Teaching a friend, a family member, or even a child can help you reinforce what you have learned. If you learn 5 new words, try teaching them to someone else. For example, if you learned words related to travel like luggage, passport, and destination, explain their meanings to a friend and use them in sentences. The more you use a word, the better you remember it. In the end, fluency comes from practice, patience, and enjoyment. Do not focus on being perfect. Focus on improving a little every day. Use English in real life, listen, speak, write, and have fun with it. If you follow these methods, you will see progress faster than you expect. Keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy the journey. Your fluency will come naturally over time.